So let's talk more about that speeding awareness course. We can get the ins and outs with lawyer Nick Freeman, who's represented high-profile clients in traffic cases. Nick, welcome to the Wake Up Call. Thank you for being here, because a lot of us aren't sure exactly how it should transpire. I mean, are one-to-one speeding courses, are they common? Are they even possible?
They're not common, but they are possible. For certain clients who enjoy a very high profile, their presence on a course attended by other people would be a huge distraction.
Okay.
And the purpose of the course is, of course, it's to learn, to make us better drivers, to make us safer drivers. That's what we're trying to achieve. And so the course providers don't want the distraction. Nobody wants it. So on the rare occasion when one is dealing with a high-profile client, sometimes the course provider will contact me, or I might suggest to the course provider, and every time I've done it, it's been met favourably, and vice versa when the course provider's contacted me. It just makes complete sense. But people obviously prefer to do courses and do a fixed penalty or go to court because of the financial and penalty point situation. So, and from a road safety perspective, these courses are great because they do refamiliarise ourselves with things that we may have forgotten over a period of time. They crystallise our thought process, help us with signage, etc., etc. So they are a really useful tool in road safety, and they're for everyone's benefit. And the poor, I mean, this story has become a huge distraction to the Home Secretary, which is ironic. Because she herself would have probably presented a huge distraction. A provider was approached and apparently they declined, and they may have had their own reasons for doing so. It's entirely within their own remit, entirely within their own discretion. But there's nothing unlawful about it. There's nothing improper about it. Whether or not she should have used her colleagues to assist is a completely different matter, and I have my own views on that, but I'm not being asked to comment about that. I'm being asked to comment about the courses and whether it's appropriate to do it on a one-to-one basis, and the answer is yes, it is. But for the vast majority of your listeners who are listening, unless your presence is going to provide a huge distraction, any request will be politely declined. And of course, there's a cost implication for the course provider. So, that it doesn't cost the person who attends any more money, but the provider has to work out whether it's worth actually facilitating this request by sort of balancing all the different issues and saying, yes, you would be a huge distraction, or no, you wouldn't.
That's interesting. A lot of the listeners, though, Nick, this morning are getting in touch saying, I thought these courses were online. So how is there a security list, particularly during the pandemic?
Well, I'm not saying there is a security risk. I think that's being suggested by other people.
Yeah.
I think the courses aren't designed to shame you. And the reality is, as Attorney General, she positively should have driven more carefully. And has she not lost a golden opportunity in coming out straight away, coming clean and saying, look, I've been very foolish, I've marginally exceeded the speed limit, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed, I'm going to make myself a better driver, and I'm going to attend one of these courses. She's lost that, and the situation is now spiralling out of control. But she's the author of her own misfortune, isn't she?
So you would do them online? Would you do them online now?
You do them in the vast majority of cases. They're online. But
Okay.
you do have your face is visible, the other people on the course is visible, and you have a nameplate in front of you.
There you go.
And I understand that she did request that her name be redacted, which would have been ridiculous because she's instantly recognisable because of her high profile. So, but the purpose of the course is not to shame you. It's to learn, it's to make you a better driver. And I think she's just lost a golden opportunity here. She could have turned something very positive and very good, and it's turned into something really quite sour.
Yeah, something very, very different indeed. Thank you. That's really clear now, Nick. Thank you for laying out what's really at stake here so that we can all understand. That's Nick Freeman, then lawyer who's represented high-profile clients in traffic cases. I'm sure you've heard his name before. So hopefully that's answered lots of your questions about it. Yes, you can have one-to-one speeding courses. They are available. The request was turned down. The issue then, therefore, has been distilled into the fact that she was asking civil servants to organise it for her. And also, according to some of the papers this morning, what was or wasn't denied back in the day. There are some claims in the papers about that.